The Prime Minister has warned the trade war with our American neighbors is going to be, quote, tough for all Canadians. Tim Houston of Nova Scotia put the blame squarely on the U.S. president. New Brunswick Premier Susan Holt says she's frustrated and concerned. PEI's Rob Lance says he hopes it's, quote, a short-term storm. Now, with more on what Maritime premiers are planning, here's CTV's Nick Moore.
Today, our province and our entire country faces a reality that we haven't seen before.
New Brunswick Premier Susan Holt says the provincial government will fight Trump's tariffs with $40 million budgeted for large export-intensive companies here, with another $30 million to help other industries, including $4 million for seafood producers who are bracing to be the hardest hit. Holt says there may be more action to come, including the idea of cutting off Canadian energy to New England.
Certainly everything is on the table. Our response today is our first step. You know, we've already taken off the shelves. You're not going to find Kentucky bourbon at the NB liquor stores, and you haven't for about a month now. And we've seen what that means for how New Brunswickers are choosing New Brunswick-made products.
Nova Scotia and Prince Edward Island have also removed U.S. alcohol from corporate liquor stores. In Nova Scotia, tolls at the Copaquid Pass have now been doubled for U.S. commercial vehicles. Nova Scotia Premier Tim Houston.
Donald Trump is a short-sighted man who yields his power just for the sake of it, not having any consideration for the destructive impact of his decisions on both Canadians and on Americans as well.
The Nova Scotia government made a previous commitment to put $200 million into a tariff contingency fund.
It's too early to determine exactly what specific funding is necessary.
This is a very dynamic and fast-moving issue.
Prince Edward Island Premier Rob Lance says the province will launch a new fund to provide non-repayable loans to businesses rocked by the trade war, covering 60% of eligible costs up to a maximum of $32,000.
It's ordinary islanders who will ultimately bear the brunt of all of this.
Underscoring that while this is political, it is just as much personal.
Many New Brunswickers and Mainers alike consider themselves neighbors, cousins. You don't treat your neighbors like this.
And the common theme from every Canadian politician we've heard from today, and we have heard from many, it is a time to unite, a time to support Canadian products, because the economic pain here will be very real and it will happen very quickly. Todd?
Yeah, no doubt. Nick Moore in our Fredericton studio this evening.